I don't want to take it off. Oh, I guess it's just that bracket. It's fine. I'll fucking take it off. I hate you.
So we've been slacking on you guys. Tyler is drifting his 8.6.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We realized we could have done this in a whole build series, but we were just trying to get his car done. We're gonna do a quick recap on what he has done and what's going on.
You gotta show him the back. It's together.
It's on the ground.
It's on the ground.
It works.
Oh yeah. So luckily I found a guy in Pocatello. Cool dude. He needed Kuki axles and I needed Zenki axles, so we traded straight across. So I drove up to Pocatello, made a little road trip. It's pretty fun. And I have the right axles, and we got the whole diff together. It's on the ground. It's going well.
It's going good.
Yeah. Besides that.
Yeah. So that is a 2JZ alternator.
That is a 2JZ alternator because mine, I'm assuming, is bad.
Yeah.
The car's only charging at 12 volts and it would like die.
Yep. I'm
trying to modify the stock bracket to work with a junkyard 2JZ alternator, which I don't even know is if it's good or not, but I'm broke. And we need to make the drift event in like 3 days.
I will be going and filming all of it. I'm gonna sit with him too while he's drifting and all that. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
12 hours of drifting.
Yep. Quick recap on the videos. They're gonna be shorter now and more to the point.
Yeah.
There'll be a little bit of shenanigans, but more to the point. I'm sorry for what's been going on in the past. Rambling.
That'll be cut out anyways. Went to Walmart because it's late. Everywhere's closed. Got this little nice little nut bracket. It's pretty thick actually.
It is thick.
It's thick.
And
no, you're not gonna tell him.
why?
I'm not gonna tell him. No, we're not gonna tell him.
Why?
No.
How much was that bracket?
It's $3.
I think it was a 5-figure discount.
No, it's $3.
You criminal!
It's $3. It's $3. Anyways, we don't have something to cut this either, so we're gonna heat it up. Oh, are you? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna heat it up real hot and just bend it back and forth and break a chunk off. But the plan is, so this top mount, okay, it's a little too short on the 2J1 compared to the Beams one. It'd be like up here. So we're just gonna build like a little extension so that we can get this to bolt up in the bracket. We might build two, put one bolt through both of them, but we might also just build one. We'll see how strong it is. And as long as it can hold up for the drift event that's in 3 days, that's all that matters. Oh, she had a vice. Walmart, just for the win. I hate that you don't have a punch.
Tyler. First one.
Definitely lined up.
Oh god.
You didn't have a punch, man. I did my best.
It's like a day later.
Yeah.
We tried to make it back the bracket and everything, and it just worked out.
Horrible. It was a rough night.
So, slap the original alternator back on.
Yep.
We cleaned up some ground wires too.
Yeah.
Thinking that might be it.
Might be a bad ground or a bad battery at this point. We did just test the alternator, the old alternator, from like directly on the hot wire post, and it's reading like a consistent 14 volts. So
Could be battery, but it could also be the ground. So
Yeah.
let the battery charge and see what it does.
it does seem like it's like
It seems like it's idling
staying
better.
running better.
It's idling a lot better.
Yeah. Basically, at this point, we've narrowed it down to being a parasitic drain. We tested voltage at like little junction block here, straight at the battery terminal, at all the fuses. We're getting a solid 13.9 volts, which is what we want. But checking all the grounds for all the weird things I have wired into this, and ground for the fuel pump is not grounded.
He also did find on his gauge that it wasn't grounded properly.
It was grounded, but
Just poorly.
Not great. So.
Yeah. So we fixed 2 grounds so far, so we're fixing things as we're going along,
Things, yeah.
which is good.
Basically, from what we've tested, we have a good battery, good alternator, parasitic drain somewhere. So
yeah, and then on the fuel pump, we're finding there's no ground.
Yeah.
So that's next on the list.
That's the main reason we think that's the problem now is because we're reading 14 volts at the battery and at the junction block, but the pump doesn't run off battery power; it runs off 12-volt ignition. So when the car's on and it's not grounded, it's just draining power. But we're not seeing that on the battery because it's still getting charged. It's just draining it. So.
Yeah, and we're not seeing it up here because it's not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So definitely, I think it's a pump. The ground cable I was using for the fuel pump was a little short, so I just put a little extra piece of wire between and crimped it, heat shrinked it, and then we're wrapping it now.
Guys, you ready for this? You had to ground it to the pump, to the housing.
Well, that's not the housing.
Not the housing.
It's just a cover plate.
The cut was
For a fuel level sender, the pump's like over here.
Oh, okay. I
But
get you.
this isn't really grounded, especially since I've painted this whole front. So, yeah, that was my bad. We redneck shit around here, okay?
Then earlier, you can see it there. It's hard to see, but he has another
Oh,
ground.
here, wait, I have my flashlight for you. We redid that whole ground system. There's actually a big inline fuse behind this that I have zip tied up out of the way.
Yeah, and before that ground up there, he didn't.
It wasn't scuffed up.
He didn't have scuffed to bare metal, so it was.
I mean, it
just
was
straight
grounded, but
by the threads.
we just made it nicer.
Yeah. Kind of zoomed in on your face so close. And then now we're grounding this to like right.
We're gonna put it up where this license plate light mounts
That
right
hole
there.
is-
We scuffed it up to bare metal. It should work as a good ground, I think.
Yep.
Plug it right in. That's a perfect length right there. I do say so myself.
And then you put a ground in your down there's and your
Oh, on my edge.
yeah.
Yeah, I put an extra ground block to chassis.
This car can't jump any of my cars. Try to jump his car, doesn't jump his car. This thing though.
Bad boy right here. This Win Plus.
Yeah.
They jumped this thing, and I'm pretty surprised. I found this in a used car at my work, so I got it for free.
Yeah.
I thought it was useless, but it actually jumped the car.